Hey guys, how's it going? C-Funk Play here with another tutorial. We're going to be going over buildings today. I'm going to teach you how to place them, where to place them, what's the difference between the building with stuff around it and the building that looks like insulation. I'm going to go over all of this for you in just a second. Hang tight. All right, guys, so we are here. We are going to be working with buildings today. Now, the buildings are not as bad as you think. They're actually super simple and easy, but we're going to go over them. You're going to go down into facilities. I'm going to show you a couple differences, guys. So first off, I'm in Sandbox Mode. I do not personally play in Sandbox Mode. I'm only in Sandbox Mode to show you guys all of the little goodies that come along with the game. So if you're not seeing some of these buildings because you are in franchise mode, that's okay. All you have to do is have your staff research it. Now that's going to be your mechanic. You're going to send them off to do some research, and you'll get more buildings the more they learn. So back to what we're doing. We have these gorgeous buildings. Look at all the different buildings. These are considered the prefab buildings. These are buildings that if you are not a builder, you don't like building, you strictly like the management process of the game and, creating the animal pens and dealing with that side of it, you don't necessarily want to build so much. You can just place these down really quickly. If you're struggling because you don't know how to place your building, you do this. It is red. You cannot place your building directly on a path. Also, you can place it here, but the thing with placing it here is that you will now need to connect a pathway to it, like so. And maybe that's not what you want. So let's undo that. By the way, if you want a quick way to undo, you've got these undo buttons down here. It does give you the little shortcut. I'm just tapping Control-C to take away everything that I put down. So let's go back into facilities. We're going to go back in and grab another building. Let's go ahead and grab these. These are the beautiful buildings that come with the new Arctic pack. I haven't really gotten to mess with them yet. I'm super excited to build an Arctic zoo, though. That is definitely next on the Twitch to-do list once we finish our current zoo. I think these buildings are so cute. So you can see that as you rotate it. Now, what I'm using to rotate the building is going to be the Z on my keyboard. I'm just tapping it. You just tap it once and it rotates. If you want to hold it down, hold the Z button down on your keyboard, you get these little ticks. So maybe you don't want to place it directly straight, right? You want it kind of at an angle like this. You can most certainly do that. Now, keep in mind when you let up and you tap Z again, it's going to stay on the axis that you put it on. So it's no longer on the world axis. It is going to be on its own little, it's in its own little world, shall we say. So that's how you can get kind of like customizable angles for your buildings. Now, placing it this close to a path is super easy because it automatically connects. And if you want to place it somewhere like out here, you're obviously going to have to connect the path. So there's just that, super quick, super simple. Now keep in mind that your staff buildings have an effect. It doesn't matter how beautiful they look. They're still going to have a negative effect, a negative impact on your guests. The way you can see that is you go down here and you click on the map, or you can just press H for heat map. And you're going to want to select buildings. Nope, wrong one. It's next to buildings. It's negative impact on guests. You want to click that. So any guest that walks inside the perimeter of the red is going to be negatively impacted because they can see the staff facilities. So keep that in mind when you do place these staff buildings around your zoo, to kind of keep in mind, okay, so I know I shouldn't place them too close to the path. Maybe if I pull the path just a little bit further back, the area of effect won't reach this path, so no one is negatively impacted. These are just little things you need to think about when placing these buildings. Again, like I said, this is the prefab building. It's gorgeous. It's beautiful. But maybe you're like me. Maybe you want to build your own building. You're just not sure how to do it. Here we go. So this is the really ugly building. There's no simple way to put it. This building is not pretty. It's going to negatively impact your staff, and because there's no surrounding beauty. Yes. So we're going to attach it to our pathway. And of course it's nighttime because I didn't pause the game. So it's just kind of there. It's just kind of here, you know, whatever. What we're gonna do now is we're gonna go into construction. We're going to select architecture, and then you're going to select walls. In the walls, you have a ton of different options. I want to keep it nice and simple for you guys though, because this is just supposed to be a basic understanding of it. You can definitely get in here, mess around. I absolutely love some of these walls and pillars. They're beautiful. All right, so we're going to use something. I just want to use something simple. I'm going to go to my go-to, which is actually the plaster wall, which you will have in just the basic. Your person doesn't have to learn it or anything like that. It's just the basic. I think it's really pretty. Oh, that's the brick wall. You also get those. Okay. You see how it automatically, so I could place it here, but it's not against the building. There's a gap, yeah? If you put it here, this is going to place right against the building. But what do you do now? It's not, it won't go down. What do? You're going to press shift and it's going to go into place. So if you press and hold shift while doing this, you can move it. It's going to stay on the axis you put it on. It's just going to go up and down. If you find that this isn't where you want it, tap control, hold it down, and you can move it forward, backwards, side to side. And it's going to move along the grid line that you see. And to place it, you're just simply going to click in place. I'm going to select Z to rotate it again. We're going to do the back side, yeah? So see how it's back up? That's where I want it. I'm going to press and hold shift, bring it down. We're going to do it one more time on this side, bring it down. And now if it gets stuck like this, is actually a perfect example. I have mine get stuck like this a lot. So you can't move it. I'm not holding down shift. It's just straight stuck. Just hold control. Just tapping it will get it unstuck. It's a really weird bug. I don't know if they're aware of it yet, but it's just a super weird bug that's been happening. For your doorway, so you've got these types of windows. These are more for your concession stands. I'll show you that in a second. This is going to be more for your exhibits, the bigger squares, or maybe you want to pretend there's a window or something there. You can definitely do that as well. For your doorways, though, there's a very specific one I use, if I can find it. Here it is. It's this one. It just simply goes around the door. See the little cutout? That way they can get in and out. This one didn't have any windows. Now you can always search. There's windows in here and all that good stuff. There's archways, there's columns. If you haven't explored this section of Planet Zoo, definitely do so. I know it can seem a little bit overwhelming at first, but you'll get it in no time, really. Now lighting, let's just place a couple of lights, you know, so our little workers aren't scared. They aren't scared of the dark. None of this matches what I'm picking, so don't mind me. Now it's stuck in the middle of the door. Yeah, it doesn't want to move. You could, or it's like on the corner. Just type X. If you just click it, you can move it over. You can go up and down. If you click X again, you can rotate. Just real simple. All right, and when you do it like that, just hit the X so you don't get another one, because when you go into build mode like that, it'll give you more than one. All right, roofing. My nemesis, roofing. I absolutely cannot stand roofing. I have such a difficult time with it. I don't know. Me and roofing just don't get along. You know, we didn't get along in The Sims very well either. So I'm just gonna do a real simple roof, nothing overly complicated. So I do, right now I've got a lot of slanted roofs going on. Actually, let's do a slanted roof. I'll show you guys. So if you do a slanted roof, you're like, well, C-Funk, now I've got this weird gap that looks so unnatural. Go back to walls, and you're just gonna find the walls that will fill in those gaps, yeah? So you're gonna have, heck, let's use this. A little bit of texture, right? So you're gonna rotate it by pressing C. You're gonna do the same thing over here, right? Because this is the same angle. And then, uh-oh, C-Funk, this doesn't work here. It's because you need a new wall. Here you go. Little bit of texture. And like that, you guys, we have kind of built ourselves a working shed. Is it as beautiful as the pre-made one over here? No, because I didn't take a whole lot of time on it. But just a basic understanding. Signs, you can always find the signs that match. And I know you guys could probably hear my neighbor right now. They just revved their engine. They're taking off. So this is a workshop side. So we're just gonna press X. We're gonna go up. We're gonna pull it out so you guys can see it. Perfect. Just like that. Press X so we don't get another one. And then you can change the color of the sign as well. So whatever you want the sign to be is what you can change it to. Maybe you want the workshop to be black. I don't know, guys. Maybe you want the sign to be dark. Stand out. Maybe you're going for like a modern aesthetic. Here you go. And just like that, your building is complete. It is there, and it does not look like an insulated building anymore. So if you guys have any comments, questions, or complaints, please put them down below. I do read everything you put down below. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, I am live at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And on Sundays, we are live with our book club at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I will see you guys later. Thanks for hanging out. Bye.